Hello, my name is Marian. I'm a blogger with Miss Mustard Seed.
My name is Kriste. I blog at Rosemary and Thyme.
And this is Design Ramblings, where we talk about all kinds of decorating stuff. And we talked a little bit about it last time, and we thought we'd carry it over into this one, talking about investment pieces. So pieces you really want to put your money into that might be worth the splurge.
Right.
Yeah. So what do you think about, like, what pieces would you consider investment pieces?
Yeah, I've been doing a series on my blog just about investment pieces in all parts of my life, from wardrobe to, food, kitchen stuff, all that kind of stuff. So we were talking a little bit in the last video about kind of envisioning the future for your home, and that's what I'm trying to do right now, is envision, what do I want for not just my husband and I, but in a few years when we have kids, like what would be good for, having them around. So, like, things that I'm saving for right now is a leather couch. I want one so bad.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you have any investment pieces now? Anything that you've bought that you would consider an investment piece, or are you sort of in the process of saving for
We're in the
one?
process of saving. We spent some money on rugs, which, I think my husband's never seen, that kind of side of, like, he never went shopping with his mom for furniture or anything. So, like, when we went shopping for rugs, his jaw would drop and be like, why? I don't understand. He's like, there's a floor, it's fine.
Right. It's like TV shopping, probably fine,
right,
but
right.
yeah.
So we have a couple of rugs, but we haven't bought any, like, big furniture pieces or anything like that. Because, again, we're renting and we need to be a little bit more flexible with the different things that we have. I would say last year I bought a really nice linen bedspread. And that was like a really big splurge, but it's something that I love. It's also something that my husband loves for a couple reasons. One, it's very neutral. Two, we have cats that he hates. Like, he hates the hair. He loves the cats. Like, if he could have bald cats.
Better watch out, like, cat lovers out there.
He would love that. But he hates the hair, and so the linen actually kind of repels it, and it's a lot easier to clean off. So that was something that I saved up over the summer and actually bought him as a moving gift when we moved into this house.
Oh, nice.
Which, he was like, oh, yay. And I was like, it's great, right? But that's
it's an investment piece.
It's awesome. But he does like it a lot, and that's something that, it was something that wasn't like, I like little, like, cutesy things and whatever, and so I've had a lot of things where, like, oh, it's so pretty and, like, cute, and then a year later I'm like, what was I thinking?
Yeah, I think for me, I buy just about all of my furniture and a lot of accessories secondhand, and that's just my preference. Like, I love old furniture. I love pieces that I can put my mark on and make my own. When I walk into a furniture store, even ones that are really nice, like Pottery Barn, it's just not all my thing. I don't find, I just don't, it's not my thing. I think Restoration Hardware is probably the
closest.
That's a furniture store I'll walk in and be like,
I want it all.
Yeah, and I think because they, all of their furniture is really styled after vintage and antique pieces. So I think that's why it appeals to me so much. So for me, the biggest investments that I've made in furniture have been the family room sofa, because we're on that all the time, and we have 2 young boys, and they just carry grunge with them. So I wanted a leather sofa that we could just wipe clean. Spills were no big deal. So we saved up and bought a couch from Pottery Barn. Actually, they had a leather sofa that I really liked. The other investment piece for me has been our bed. And I wanted, like, a proper bed frame. I think this has become a little bit of a design crusade for me.
Well,
it's a crusade that you need a bed frame.
Do
you have a bed frame? You don't. You probably have a metal frame, right? Or a headboard, maybe?
We don't even
No
have
headboard. Yeah, just a metal frame.
Well, there is also qualifiers that we did have one.
Okay.
But our house is, I don't even know when it was built, but it has, like, really narrow staircase. So we couldn't even get our queen mattress up it. Like, we brought our mattress up over a balcony on our second floor.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So we couldn't, there was no way we were getting a frame up there. I mean.
All right, I'll forgive you then.
But
no, it's okay. I know lots of people, like even my in-laws, I think they don't have a bed frame on their bed, and they've looked at them and stuff, but they're like, nah, it's fine. You know, we're good with that one. And my parents just have a headboard; they're good with it. And I have come to the conviction. It's a conviction, yeah, that you need a bed frame, like a proper bed frame, because I think a lot of us, we had those, just a metal bed frame for years and years, and I just never thought, like, why don't I have a bed frame? Like, get a proper
get a bed.
This is not like a dorm anymore. Like, get a proper bed frame. So I had been looking at, it's called the VN bed from Restoration Hardware. It's just beautiful. It's very French looking. I absolutely love it, and I think it's one of my favorite purchases I've ever made. I think we'll have that bed like for years and years and years and years.
I think the way that you feel about your bed frame is like, if we could like translate that feeling towards you guys, like that's what you need to feel when it comes to investment pieces. Like, I love this, and
yeah, that's true.
And like during the saving process, if you're just like, oh, like I just can't wait until like I have enough pennies to buy it, like that's what you want, so that you really have that, you know, love and that passion for what it is you're bringing into your home, so that over time you don't feel like, oh, well, I'm done with this and I just need something new. You know, it kind of,
right.
It just helps to, and I think, you know, you want to be surrounded by things that you love, and you want to make sure that, you know, if you're putting money and time into your home, that it's something that you truly really want there, and is going to make you feel at home and comfortable.
Yeah, I agree. Like for the Pottery Barn sofa, I hoarded Pottery Barn gift cards. I cashed out my Visa points, like all of them. I'm like, what other, you know, let's cash out all the points. I sold a few things. I had a few rugs that I sold. So I sold some stuff that I felt like, you know, I can let this go. I'd rather have a sofa. So I did a lot of kind of finagling and number crunching, and I waited till it was on sale, and then I you know, made the strike as soon as I could. Paying for it was a riot though, because it's like, okay, I'm using
12 hours to
this
pay for
gift
it.
card along with this Visa cash card that I got for Christmas or whatever, and this was a bonus for this, so it was pretty funny paying for it. But yeah, and I really, really love it. I'm glad I bought it, and I feel the same way about the bed frame. I'm saving for some bar stools right now. I want like 4 matching bar stools, and so I'm saving for those now. And again, bar stools are something, it's hard to find that like vintage or secondhand necessarily, because it's hard to find 4 altogether that are sturdy and they're not rickety, they're in good condition. That's exactly what you want. So that's why I'm going to buy those new. But yeah, I think especially for bargain shoppers, which I know I'm definitely one. I know you fit in that category too. I was going to say you kind of fit in that category, but you fit in that category. You are. You're like squarely in the thrifty category.
It excites me.
Right. I think it can be hard for us to like give ourselves permission to spend that much money on something. Right. I felt that. Like I felt guilty buying that sofa. Like I needed to, you know, explain like this is why I bought this, but it's like, you know, I saved so much money on the rest of my furnishings that I can do that then. I can splurge on that. So I think a couple of other places you can splurge, maybe like dining room chairs. I think obviously you can find a lot of great dining room sets. Most of my dining room sets have come off of Craigslist. Even the one I have now is, but finding all matching chairs that are all sturdy, that are exactly what you want, that can sometimes be tricky. I think finding a table is easier than the chairs. Yeah. So I could see that being an investment piece. I agree with you on rugs. I think rugs can be a big investment. And I'm going to add in one that's purely decorative, and that would be original art. And that doesn't have to be a huge investment. You can buy... Like Etsy is full of amazing artists who sell their pieces for really cheap, like really, really inexpensive. And you can just fill your home. You can also find great vintage artwork in thrift stores and at yard sales and stuff like that. But I think that brings a real like warmth and character. Now I'm talking about original art. I'm not talking about going out and buying a bunch of prints and stuff like that, because then it looks like a hotel room.
Right. Yeah, and I wrote a little bit about that in my post about home investments.
Did you? Okay.
That's like a big girl thing for me. Like, that's somewhere where I like dig in my heels. I'm like, I am not spending money on this. Like, I don't want to. You know, whether it's $10 or $40. Like, something about it, I just feel like this is not worth my money, but it is. Like,
do you mean original art? So you're coming around on it now, or
I'm like, yeah.
What you need to do is you need to, when you'll find a painting one of these days that just speaks to you on a really, it sounds like, on a deep level. I mean, really.
The problem is I haven't even looked because I don't want to. Like, I don't want to spend money on it. I don't, but it's something that, like, if you're picking something that you really love, like, I mean, your cows in your house, like, you love them and you're never going to get rid of them. So if I could, find something like that, I really, really love and treasure, I'm sure I would spend the money.
And you know what? The original art in my home, especially the cows, especially Eulalie, steals the show. Every time I show a picture and there's like a little sliver of Eulalie in it, it's like, where'd you get your painting? Where can I get your painting? I love that painting. And it's like, I was talking about the dining room or talking about my floors or whatever. And it steals the show. And so I do think original art is worth the investment and can really make your home. And also it's just, I think it's nice to support people who are making one-of-a-kind things. Because I do think an aspect to investing in your home is creating a home that's like really uniquely yours. I think that's more important for us because we share our homes a lot. So we want to inspire people, and we want our look to be uniquely ours. So when people see a room, they're like, oh, that's Kriste's room. Like, no doubt, that's Kriste's room or that's Marian's room. But I think in general, I think more people are moving towards that. They want a unique home, as it's sort of the anti, 7-piece living room set. Right. That we all had like in the 90s with the matching like lamps and artificial
one package, buy it all.
The like artificial plant in the middle of the coffee table. I think we're kind of moving away from that, and people are moving towards like curating their own home and their own look. Right. So those investment pieces can be a big part of that. So
and I would say it takes a lot of patience and it takes time. Like, for me, and we talked about this a little bit in our other video about being content with your home. Like, I just want my home to be perfect right now. And really, when I think about it, like, I'm 25, a lot of life ahead of me. So like seriously, just be patient. I mean, Marian, she has the couch of her dreams, and I have her old couch right now, which is great.
Does. I gave my couch to her. That's how, like, that's kind of one of the ways we connected. Yeah. And now look at what happened because of a couch, a brand new couch. Right. Now Kriste and I are doing design ramblings.
Like, that's been such a blessing to us. And we love it. And so, I think just someday I'll have a couch like hers.
Well, I think that's a little, this isn't really on investment pieces, but I think that's a fun little pay it forward thing. Like, most people have people who give them furniture when they first get married, and we had a lot of that. When we moved into a house that was much larger than our townhouse, a lot of people gave us furniture. They were so generous. They didn't give us like junky stuff. They gave us nice things. And so it was really nice for me to be able to give them to other people, or to give things that I'm getting rid of to other people, so that they can have that blessing too. So I think that's kind of a little pay it forward when you do get to trade up to those investment pieces. Yeah. So, well, we hope that you're inspired, and that maybe you're looking at pieces that you can save your pennies for. And we hope that we've given you just something to think about as you're decorating your house. So thanks for liking and commenting this video, and for subscribing. And you can find us on all kinds of social media. We like Instagram a lot. We like Pinterest a lot. And you can, of course, find us on our blogs. And if you have any questions that you'd like to submit to us, or pictures that you would like us to ramble about, maybe to let you know what we would do, maybe do a bit of virtual shopping for you, we would love to take that on as well. Yep. So please do that, and we'll see you next time.